I haven't been this excited for a sneaker review in a long time. Welcome back guys, Soul Sensation back here, and today we are taking a look at the highly anticipated Air Jordan 1 Low Chicago's. They're back finally with a few minor tweaks, so let's break them down in today's video. Let's just get into it, man. Oh, yes sir, yes sir. Let's take a look at these bad boys, but before we do, let's give a little context. So this is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG in the Chicago colorway. Now, this is a sneaker we've seen once before, originally in 2015 in this exact colorway, but we haven't seen them since. The actual sneaker design though comes from 1985, and it was the first ever Air Jordan created by Nike. However, when Nike created them in 1985, they didn't actually give it the Chicago colorway. They only released 2 or 3 Air Jordan 1 Lows, one of them being the neutral grays like this. So we didn't actually even see Chicago on that shoe until 2015. However, we did see the Chicago colorway on a Jordan 1 high top, which is what I've got right here, the pair from 1985. So you can see the difference, one's high, one's low. We got this one originally, we got this shoe originally, but not this color, if that makes sense. But as we've seen retros and redos of the older colorways of Chicago's, every time they come back, people lose their minds. They do it perfectly, they do it right. They put their time, they put their effort into these sneakers because they know people love this shoe. Now, one of the biggest talking points I've seen about this shoe online is the shape. They're saying Nike's nailed the shape compared to the other Jordan 1 OGs, which are a little bit different. The most obvious detail, which you notice instantly, is the swoosh. The swoosh on this pair is a lot bigger. This pair, it looks pretty, machine cut, factory made, perfect, exactly how it's meant to look. This is bigger, it's a little more wonky, it looks handmade, it looks original, is the way I would put it. Another thing you'll actually notice on the back, which is the Wings logo. This one, just printed on. It's shiny, it's just, yeah, exactly what I said. It's printed on by a machine. This one is actually debossed, so it's actually textured and you can feel the detail when you run your finger over it. I also think the sole is minorly different, not hugely. I don't even think you'd be able to tell unless you're looking for it, but I do think it's just a little bit different. The rest of the shoe is basically the same, so that's the OG cut. If you compare it, it's different to the 85 cut, which I have right here. The 85 sole is probably the biggest difference. It's a lot more wide, which goes sort of narrow towards the heel. It looks a lot more original, like they used to do them in the 1980s. Also, the lace holder right here starts really narrow and gets pretty thick, whereas this one is sort of the same length the whole way until the very end. Both of these, however, are different to the Air Jordan 1 Low. Mids is what people call them. I don't even have any in my collection to compare them to because I don't really like them. But here's a picture on screen. As you can see, these ones have like a little panel right here, and the back is also different. It comes down instead of just having it stuck over like this. It's just a bit different all around. I'm not a huge fan of it. I prefer this look, which is why I'm super grateful that we are getting these back in the Chicago colorway. I also have in my notes that people are saying the toe box on the new one is lower and the heel is a bit slimmer. I don't really see it, but hey, that's what other people are looking for. Obviously, I'm not a super OG old head. I don't know what the originals were like, but that's just what people are saying. Oh, and that smell, it's like a new car. It's like the sensation you get from smelling petrol. You know you shouldn't, it just smells good. I don't know why. Yeah, new car smell. But back on topic, another huge talking point I've seen people talk about is the leather. The quality of the leather on this pair, let's just say Nike didn't play around. The leather is actually thicker than some of the other just general releases they give us. It's a lot better quality, you can feel it, you can see the grain of the leather going in the certain ways, and even when you press on it, you can see the the creasing come out in the right spots. It just feels really good. I'm super happy they did these right. Sometimes Jordan Brand can skimp, but I think when they know it's a shoe like this, it's a classic, you know, people love this shoe, they're not going to mess around with it. It's genuinely impressive. Like, I know that the leather standards have changed between now and the original pairs, but that's just because of certain laws to do with animal farming and just the leather that they're allowed to use now. Obviously it's gotten more expensive too, so they use lower quality cuts. But this pair feels really good. I think the red is actually slightly better than the white quality. I think the black is the worst. Even still, it's pretty good. It's probably better than the best leather on this pair. What I do like about the lining is that it's made from nylon. It's that quality that's not gonna tear up your socks or do anything. The only problem I have is that it's not very thick. You can see there, it's a really thin lining all the way around. There's not much padding or ankle support, so obviously this isn't going to be the most comfortable shoe, but you're wearing these for the looks, not really the comfort. It's actually the same on the general releases of the OG, so I think it's pretty similar all the way around. But what I did notice is that the OG 85 cut is even a lot better, as you can see. I don't know why that is. I would prefer it just to be a little bit better, but hey, I can't complain over too much. The insole is actually pretty plush. It's a lot better than some of the others here. To go back to my reference for the 100th time, let's take a look at this one. That's pretty dirty. But sometimes Jordan Brand just uses a piece of foam which isn't comfy. I'm happy to say this one is the, I'm not sure what this is called, whether it's like this foamy rubber sort of one. It is a lot comfier than the others. Obviously it's not going to be walking shoe type comfy, but it's better than some other Jordans. And then on the actual insole itself, it just says Nike, as you can see there. Nothing too special about it. It's gonna do the job. And then to rapid fire a few more things, we're gonna talk about the outsole. Typical Jordan 1 outsole. Not much to be said about it. It's all red, you know, nice star pattern, good traction. I think the Jordan 1 traction is the greatest traction of all time. Unironically, it's not even a basketball shoe anymore. And it would probably destroy your feet just because of how uncomfortable the upper is. But this traction, better than Kobe 9, trust me. Next thing is the laces. They come with the flat black laces. They also do come with a pair of white laces right here, so you can switch them out. I just went with all black since it's just original. I'm keeping mine down to a T of how they would have done it back in '85 if they did do it. But yeah, it does come with white laces if you want to make it a little bit more casual. And then the last thing is the color accuracy. To compare this to my other Chicago's, it's decent. This one's a bit more fiery red, a bit of a deeper color, you know. To compare that to, say, the black toes as well. It's similar. I think this one's just a bit darker, a bit deeper. So color accuracy is fine. It's not perfect, it's fine. Even with other OGs like the 4s, you can see this color's a bit lighter than this. I did skim over comfort before, but we're gonna revisit it a little bit deeper. I think the Jordan 1s get a little bit of a harsh rap on comfort. People act like it's walking on Lego bricks all day. It's not that bad, it's fine. I wear Jordan 1s all day. A lot of the time, they're obviously not New Balances, they're obviously not even some of the other shoes Nike makes. And speaking of which, I do have the opportunity, so I'll just show you this is a new pickup. It's not going to be as comfortable as something like this. You just look at this. Obviously this is going to be a lot more comfortable than this. But if you ask me, this looks a lot better than this. So it's just kind of compromising on what you want to choose, in the way you want your feet, in the way you want your shoes to look and feel. And how to style these? Anything. Blue jeans, black jeans, shorts, t-shirts, whatever, man. These are going to go with a lot. Obviously, I wouldn't put it with an all blue fit, but if you can mix a little bit of red into there, it's going to be fine. You know, a little red graphic t-shirt, a red Bulls cap, whatever you can find, it's going to make these work. It's predominantly white anyway, so it's going to be fine to kind of style. Just, yeah, it's going to work with a lot of outfits, that's all I'm saying. Not a hard one to style at all. Resale value, this is something I'm just going to cover quickly. These did drop for $200 AUD, 140 American, I think. When I went into the shop at Foot Locker, they sold out. They even sold out on my size into 13. So yeah, I was there before the shop even opened. I lined up, you know, I was 7th in line, and they sold out of size 13s before I even got to the counter. I had to run across the street to Nike, who luckily had a pair in my size 13. So it's even lucky I'm doing this review for you guys anyway. But yeah, these things were selling out like hotcakes. They did say 1 per customer because these are going to sell out. So yeah, it's good to see more people getting back into sneakers this year after it's been down a little bit. But yeah, I don't think these are going to sell out just because of the reason. They were nearly sold out before the shop even opened when I got to Foot Locker. So yeah, it's gonna be one that's gonna fly, I think. We saw shoes sit a lot this year, although we did see the Breads fly off shelves, which is a similar sneaker to this. You know, it's an original colorway, it's an OG look. So yeah, I would say these things are gonna sell out. Final verdicts. I just need to say how surprised I am at how much I love this sneaker. I've had it for 2 hours, and these are already making a case for top 5 in my collection. I just love this sneaker, so would I cop these 1,000,000,000%? I might even go for a second pair. This is a great sneaker, you know, it only comes once in a while, so make sure you do use this opportunity if you have it to pick up a pair, because you'll never know, maybe it's one of those shoes you look back on and say, I had the chance to get them, but I didn't, and now they're selling for $500, $600. So yeah, do take precaution with whether you're not going to cop these or whether you're going to cop these. I definitely would, but that's just my opinion. I love this sneaker. I would absolutely pay the price for them. Yeah, 9 out of 10 sneaker, that's what I'm going to say. 9 out of 10. It's rare that a shoe does this to me, but yeah, 9 out of 10. I love this shoe. And that's the review, guys. So I hope you did enjoy, and I hope I gave you the evidence and the reasons to pick up this sneaker or not to pick up this sneaker. So yeah, guys, now that you have the knowledge, make the decision for yourself on whether you're going to cop these or you're going to drop these. So yeah, that's going to do it from me. I'm happy I could get these shoes, and I'm happy I could do this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a comment, tell me what you think, subscribe, like, do all those things, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.